Imagine this. A natural disaster hits. The power's out. Roads are blocked. Grocery shelves are empty. What are you going to eat? Whether it's hurricanes, wildfires, supply chain breakdowns, or just peace of mind, stockpiling the right foods can mean the difference between security and chaos. In this video, we will explore 15 foods that virtually never expire while breaking down the science behind their long shelf lives. We will also share helpful storage tips and discuss how these long-lasting foods can be a game changer in an emergency. Up first is honey. Honey is nature's most resilient sweetener. Because it is naturally low in moisture and highly acidic, it creates an environment that makes it nearly impossible for bacteria or fungi to grow. It's also packed with hydrogen peroxide, giving it additional antibacterial properties. If honey is stored tightly in sealed glass jars and kept away from moisture and sunlight, it will remain safe to eat for years, even decades. In fact, archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, thousands of years old, and it's still safe to eat. If it crystallizes over time, which is completely natural, just place the jar in warm water to return it to its smooth liquid form. 2. Grains and kernels. Grains like rice, oats, quinoa, barley, and wheat are powerhouse staples, packed with energy, fiber, and essential nutrients. Whole grains that have the bran, germ, and endosperm intact are especially durable, making them significantly more shelf-stable than processed flour. The science behind their longevity lies in their low moisture content and intact bran layers, which create an environment that's inhospitable to microbes and oxidation. When stored in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers in a cool, dark place, these grains can remain viable for over 30 years. Additionally, grains are incredibly versatile. Grind them into flour for baking, cook them whole like rice, or even sprout them for fresh, nutrient-rich greens. 3. Dried herbs. Herbs like oregano, thyme, basil, rosemary, and bay leaves do far more than just elevate the flavor of a meal. They also offer nutritional benefits, natural antimicrobial properties, and even mood-enhancing effects. Home-dried herbs tend to be fresher, more potent, and free from additives or irradiation treatments, often used in commercial products. Once dried properly, ideally via air drying or low-temperature dehydration, they become lightweight, shelf-stable, and highly concentrated in both flavor and nutrition. To maximize shelf life, store herbs in airtight glass jars or vacuum-sealed pouches away from heat, light, and humidity. In times of crisis, herbs offer more than taste. They provide a sense of normalcy, ritual, and even a touch of healing. 4. Salt. Salt isn't just a seasoning, it's a survival essential. As a stable mineral made of sodium chloride, salt doesn't spoil and has been used for centuries to preserve meat, fish, and vegetables. It works by drawing moisture out of food and microbes through osmosis, creating an environment that inhibits bacterial growth. Beyond preservation, salt plays a critical role in hydration and electrolyte balance, helping regulate nerve function, muscle contraction, and fluid levels, especially important in high-stress or dehydrating conditions. Salt is also versatile. Use it for flavoring, cleaning, wound care, and even de-icing. Store it in a sealed, moisture-proof container to prevent clumping. Whether it's table salt or coarse sea salt, having a reliable supply is a smart, long-lasting addition to any emergency pantry. 5. Sugar. Sugar, like salt, doesn't spoil because it doesn't support microbial growth. It's hygroscopic, meaning it binds to water molecules, making the environment too dry for bacteria, mold, or yeast to survive. As long as it's stored in a dry, airtight container, sugar, whether white, brown, or powdered, can last indefinitely. While it may clump if exposed to moisture, this is a harmless physical change. Beyond sweetening, sugar is a multi-use ingredient with roles in baking, preserving, fermenting, and even first aid. It can be sprinkled on wounds to inhibit infection in emergencies. Stockpiling sugar isn't just about comfort. It's about versatility, preservation, and practicality in any survival situation. 6. Dried beans. Dried beans are nutritional powerhouses rich in plant-based protein, dietary fiber, complex carbohydrates, and essential minerals such as iron, magnesium, and potassium. Their low moisture content makes them an ideal candidate for long-term storage. When sealed in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers and kept in a cool, dry environment, Dried beans can remain shelf-stable for 25–30 years or more. Additionally, beans are incredibly filling and can act as a highly efficient meat substitute, making them essential in any emergency pantry. 7. Pure maple syrup. Pure maple syrup, made by boiling down maple tree sap, is rich in natural sugars, antioxidants, and trace minerals like zinc and manganese. Unlike commercial pancake syrup, which contains numerous artificial ingredients and preservatives, pure maple syrup is a natural product with inherent antimicrobial properties due to its high sugar concentration and low water content. When unopened and stored in a cool, dark place, pure maple syrup can last indefinitely. Once opened, it should be refrigerated or frozen to prevent mold and to extend its shelf life without affecting flavor or texture. 8. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is a remarkably versatile staple, prized for its high acidity and natural antimicrobial properties. The acetic acid in vinegar creates an environment that is inhospitable to most bacteria and fungi, preventing spoilage. These characteristics make it extremely shelf-stable when stored properly. Beyond cooking, apple cider vinegar can be used as a natural preservative, household disinfectant, and folk remedy believed to support digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce inflammation. Store apple cider vinegar in a sealed glass bottle in a cool, dark pantry, and it will retain its potency and usefulness for years. 9. Soy sauce. Soy sauce owes its long shelf life to natural fermentation, a high salt content, and a low pH, which together create an environment that prevents microbial growth and spoilage. When unopened and stored in a cool, dark place, it can remain stable indefinitely. After opening, keeping it refrigerated can maintain its quality for years. 10. Cornstarch. A powder made of the starches amylose and amylopectin from corn is primarily used as a thickening agent. When kept dry and sealed, it can last indefinitely. Its ability to gelatinize when heated with water makes it ideal for thickening gravies, sauces, and soups, important for creating filling, comforting meals in survival situations. Beyond cooking, cornstarch's absorbent properties help soothe skin irritations and serve in DIY first aid remedies. Stored in airtight containers away from moisture, cornstarch is a lightweight, multi-purpose staple, perfect for both culinary and health needs in any emergency pantry. 11. Alcohol. Alcohols like vodka, whiskey, and rum have an incredibly long shelf life thanks to their high alcohol content, which prevents spoilage by killing bacteria and inhibiting mold growth. But their usefulness goes far beyond drinking. These spirits can serve as effective disinfectants, wound sterilizers, cooking aids, and even bases for herbal tinctures. In a crisis, they can also become valuable barter items. To preserve their quality, store them in sealed glass bottles in a cool, dark place. Even if you don't drink alcohol, keeping a few bottles on hand could be a smart and versatile addition to your emergency supplies. 12. Powdered milk. Powdered milk delivers calcium, quality protein, and essential vitamins like A, D, and B complex, making it a crucial substitute when fresh milk isn't available. Through spray drying, moisture is removed, preventing microbial growth and spoilage. Stored in airtight mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, powdered milk can last up to 25 years by protecting it from moisture and oxidation, which preserves nutrients and prevents rancidity. Simply reconstitute with water for drinking, cooking, or baking. It's especially valuable for families and emergency kits, providing dairy nutrition without refrigeration. 13. Cooking oils and essentials. Essentials like olive oil, coconut oil, ghee, baking powder, baking soda, yeast, instant coffee, and cocoa powder boast long shelf lives thanks to their natural extraction and processing methods. Olive and coconut oils are cold-pressed to preserve their nutrients and antioxidants, while ghee is clarified butter with water and milk solids removed, which makes it far more shelf-stable. Baking powder and baking soda act as chemical leavening agents, producing carbon dioxide to help baked goods rise, while yeast, a living microorganism, ferments sugars to create dough's light, airy texture. To maintain freshness, store oils and ghee in dark glass bottles or a cool pantry to slow oxidation, and keep baking agents sealed and dry to preserve their potency. 14. Canned foods. Canned foods are a reliable long-term storage option thanks to commercial sterilization, a process where food is sealed in airtight cans and heated to kill bacteria, mold, and yeast. creating a sterile environment that prevents spoilage without refrigeration. Common canned staples like beans, vegetables, fruits, meats, and soups remain safe and nutritious for years. The best buy dates indicate peak quality, not safety. As long as cans are intact, no rust, bulges, leaks, or dents, the food inside can remain edible for 10 to 20 years or more, as confirmed by military rations and shipwreck recoveries. To maximize shelf life, store cans in a cool, dry place, avoiding damp or hot environments that accelerate corrosion. Avoid easy-pull tab cans since their seals are weaker. 15. Bouillon Cubes. Bouillon cubes are compact, flavor-packed seasoning blocks with high salt content, a natural preservative that inhibits microbial growth by lowering water activity. Combined with dehydrated herbs and vegetables, this keeps them shelf-stable for indefinite periods when stored in dry, airtight containers away from heat and moisture. In emergencies, Bouillon cubes enhance bland meals with comforting, familiar flavors, making them an essential space-saving staple for any long-term food supply. Now that you've seen the list, how many of these foods are already in your pantry, and which ones are you planning to start stockpiling? Do you have a favorite long-lasting food we didn't mention? If so, drop it in the comments below. Additionally, if you liked this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. See you in the next video.